The fog was thick that night on Maple Street, wrapping the quiet Brooklyn neighborhood in a blanket of shadow. Detective Liam Carter stepped out of his car, coffee in hand, ears straining. A scream had been reported, then silence. At apartment 4B, the door was slightly ajar. Inside, the place was eerily untouched, except for a single playing card lying on the floor, the Queen of Hearts. A folded note was pinned beneath it. Carter unfolded it slowly. The truth lies where shadows dwell. A chill ran down his spine. He glanced around, half expecting someone or something to appear from the darkness. That was when he noticed the faint sound of footsteps coming from inside the apartment, but no one was there. Detective Carter knew one thing. This wasn't just a missing person case. Someone wanted him to play a game, and he was already a step behind. Detective Liam Carter and Officer Mia Reynolds moved cautiously into Evelyn Harper's apartment. The faint smell of damp paper and candle wax lingered in the air. Books lay scattered on the floor, as if someone had been searching for something, but nothing appeared stolen. "Notice anything weird?" Mia whispered, shining her flashlight across the room. Carter nodded, pointing to the wall. A shadow fell across it, not from the lamp, but from a series of small, deliberate scratches forming an arrow pointing toward the balcony. Outside, the night was colder than they expected. The fire escape was slick with rain, and faint footprints led down to the alley. Carter crouched, inspecting them. "These aren't random," he said. "Someone wanted her to leave, or wanted us to follow." As they traced the footprints, Carter remembered the Queen of Hearts card. "This isn't just a message. It's a signature," he muttered. He pulled out his phone and began searching local news reports. Cases with the same card had popped up months ago. Disappearances, strange notes, and rumors of a secretive figure known only as the Puppeteer. Suddenly Mia froze. "Look!" she hissed. A glint of metal caught the flashlight. An old key lying half buried in the mud. Carter picked it up. It was antique, with intricate carvings that matched the pattern on Evelyn's bookshelf. "Could open something in her apartment, or somewhere else entirely," Carter said. "We need to check the storage unit she rented downtown." They raced to the location listed in her files. The unit was small, dimly lit, filled with boxes of articles, tapes, and folders labeled in Evelyn's neat handwriting. Carter noticed one folder slightly out of place. It was thicker, heavier, with a handwritten label. "For Detective Carter." His heart thumped. He opened it, revealing photographs of the city, streets, and buildings, some familiar, some strange, and each photo had red markings tracing paths and intersections. Among them, one photo stood out. Evelyn, alive in a shadowy room, a masked figure standing behind her. A note was attached. "Time is running out. Follow the trail or lose her forever." Detective Liam Carter and Officer Mia Reynolds exchanged glances. Whoever had taken Evelyn wanted them to play by the rules, and those rules were deadly. As they left the storage unit, the city's fog seemed thicker, almost alive. A distant siren wailed, but Carter's eyes caught movement. Across the street, someone in a hooded jacket stood motionless, watching. Before he could react, the figure vanished into the mist. Officer Mia Reynolds shivered. "This feels personal," she said. Carter clenched his jaw. "It's not just personal, it's a warning." The trail was set, the Puppeteer was active, and every step they took seemed already anticipated. Carter realized something chilling. The shadows weren't just around them. They were waiting inside them, too. The fog over Brooklyn had thickened to an almost tangible curtain as Detective Liam Carter and Officer Mia Reynolds followed the trail to an abandoned warehouse. Every instinct screamed that Evelyn Harper's kidnapper, the Puppeteer, was near. Inside, the warehouse was a maze of crates, ropes, and photographs pinned to the walls. Strings connected images, maps, and notes, forming a twisted web of locations, routes, and red markings. In the center, Evelyn sat tied to a chair, her expression defiant despite the fear in her eyes. The Puppeteer emerged from the shadows, tall, masked, and unnervingly calm. "Detective Carter," he said. I've been expecting you. Every choice you've made brought you here. Carter gritted his teeth. Enough games. Let her go. The puppeteer smiled. There are rules. Follow them, or lose her forever. Carter analyzed the setup. Ropes rigged with timed knots, traps that could trigger a fall, and a precarious chair placement near the edge of the warehouse's upper platform. He whispered to Mia, "We have to think logically. Panic will kill us all." Step by step, they approached Evelyn. Carter cut ropes in a precise order while Mia kept an eye on the puppeteer. The figure moved deliberately, trying to distract them, but Carter anticipated each step, recalling the patterns from the warehouse wall. Finally, the last rope came free. Evelyn stumbled but was safe on the ground. The puppeteer lunged, but Carter tackled him. In the scuffle, the mask came off, revealing a man who had vanished from the city years ago after a series of similar kidnappings. His identity was shocking, but it explained the meticulous planning and the Queen of Hearts calling card, his signature. Police sirens wailed outside. Carter had called in backup early. The puppeteer tried to resist but was overwhelmed. He was finally restrained. Evelyn hugged Carter and Mia, tears of relief streaming down her face. "I thought I'd never see daylight again," she whispered. Carter nodded. "It's over. He won't hurt anyone else." Later in the precinct, Carter and Mia reviewed the evidence. The puppeteer had documented years of crimes, but now it was all exposed, ready for prosecution. Evelyn promised to help authorities with her knowledge, turning her investigative skills against the man who tried to trap her. Outside, the fog had lifted. Maple Street, once filled with shadows, looked calm, almost ordinary. But Carter knew vigilance would always be necessary. As they left the precinct together, Liam smiled faintly at Evelyn. Sometimes, even in shadows, people can fight back and win. And with that, the case was closed. The city breathed easier, and the puppeteer's reign of fear had finally ended.